Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about some important considerations that you should have when you buy a car. It is my belief that uh, the purchase of a car and how much you spend on it is one of the most important financial decisions you make during your life. And you probably will have to do it more than once. But the most important ones are the ones that you do early on your life. Um, when you spend money in a car, uh, you are not only doing an immediate expense that will affect your financials today, but it will affect the financials for the rest of your life. Because all the money that you spend in a car right now is money that will not compound for the rest of your life. It will not create a snowball effect. If you want to know what a snowball effect is, watch my last video. It will not create that snowball effect for the rest of your life. In this video, I'll give some example of, let's say, an average new car, how much you spend, and some considerations according to your age. And later I'll give uh, what I believe it is the alternative and give my personal experience, what I did, what I'm do currently, what the car I currently drive and why. So let's consider that you are in the United States and you buy a car for the average price that currently is. Let's check what the average price is in the United States right now for a new car. So, according to Google, the average price for a new car in the United States right now is $47,000, which is actually down from the previous year, but that's not important now. So let's calculate. Let's calculate. Let's imagine that you are 25 and you are expected to work until 65 and you're spending $47,000. And how much money would you have if you invest that money in the S&P 500 at 65? So that's 40 years from now. Let's put zero in the additional contribution because we only want to see how much this will impact you. And now let's calculate. So when you spend $47,000 in a car, you actually at 65, if you put that money in the S&P 500 and the S&P 500 returns the same that it returned for the past 40 years, which is 12.5% on average. It's not guaranteed, but we can't guess the future, and this is the best we have. We are talking about $5 million retired, $5 million from your retirement that is gone. If you are 30, then it's less. It's just 2.9 millions. So I believe the younger you are, the cheaper the car you should buy. And if you want to buy an expensive car, maybe delay that for when you are older. So with this money, you could have the option to retire earlier, or in the other hand, have the ability to spend more during your retirement. So, what did I do? About 11 years ago, I bought my first car, and I opted to buy a cheap car. At the time, it was about 6,000 euros. 6,000 euros is 6,500 dollars, and I saved about $41,000, which is about $4.5 million for my retirement if I put this money on the S&P 500. I was 24 at the time that I bought my first car, so this is correct for me. My car is a Seat Ibiza 2008. Is this one? This car is perfectly fine. It has 220,000 kilometers right now, which is 136,000 miles. I do long travels with it. I go to work every day on it. It doesn't give me really any problems so far, knock on wood. And you don't need to go to this extreme of buying a really cheap car. But if you have the ability of, when you are 25 or even early, to buy a 20,000 car instead of a $50,000, let's say you save $30,000, that will be more than $3 million that you had for a retirement. And then when you are like 35, 40, when you are 40, then you can have that luxury, because you only have 25 years until your retirement, and that $50,000 spent then, if you spend then $50,000, that's just $950,000. It's still a lot, but it's not as dramatic as when you are younger. So that's all I have to say about this. In my opinion, if you are young, avoid doing big expenses on cars.